Hello, good morning everyone. We are in Traveler 3, Module 3, 3A, page 41, Vocabulary and Grammar. Okay? Today, we will study vocabulary and grammar. The main thing that we want to study today or to cover strong adjectives, the using of must, have, to, and need, the using of should, ought to, and had, better, and would rather. This is the grammar and the strong adjective. Let's start with the strong adjectives. What I mean with adjectives usually? Adjectives when you describe something or a person, like cold, hot, and so on. But today we talk about strong. When I say strong, I make it what? Strong. No need to make it stronger. Like for example, my guidebook has lots of pictures of some fascinating sites in central London. What does fascinating mean? It means very interesting. It means very interesting, okay? Here, when I say fascinating, okay, it's strong adjective. No need to say very. It's just with normal adjective. I can say very interesting. It's gradable, but strong adjective like fascinating, non-gradable. What I mean with gradable, we can't add very. It's enough. It's strong by itself. I don't like Ferris wheels, especially huge ones. What's the meaning of huge? This is a strong, so it means very big. Be careful, it's ungradable. We can't say very huge, just huge. It means very big. Okay, we can say very with a strong one. It's enough, okay? Now, let's study more strong adjectives. You know, look to the box here. Angry, scared, pleased, or happy, tasty, surprised, tired. You know the meaning of this word. These are adjectives. All these adjectives are normal, so I can say very, okay? But now we want to look to the strong adjective in the sentence and choose the suitable one. Number one, Ahmed was delighted. Why? To win the Teacher of the Year award. What's the meaning of delighted? It means, yes, pleased, very happy, or pleased. Jim is terrified of spiders. Whenever he sees one, he calls for help. What's the meaning of terrified? Means very scared. I was amazed when I saw skyscraper for the first time. The long one or building, skyscraper. So amazed mean, yes, very, yes, surprised. Yes, this is the meaning of amazed, but it's strong. After working for nearly 14 hours, Sammy was exhausted when he returned home. What's the meaning of exhausted? Very tired, yes. Betty made a delicious strawberry cheesecake for dessert. Delicious means very tasty. Alex was furious with Tom because he damaged his new car. Furious means very angry. So these are, or the first box is normal adjective. I can use very with them, but with the strong adjective I can't. Like delighted, exhausted, delicious, furious. Okay? Now let's go to talk about the grammar of today. 3 kinds: must, have, to, need. As a group, should, ought to, another group, had, better, would rather, the another group. Look at the following extract from the passage or the dialogue. Here, girls or students, all, or the student, please be with me. We have A, B, C. A means it's necessary. It's not necessary, it's wrong to do it, okay? When I say, no, we needn't go sightseeing right away, it means what? It means it's not necessary, so B, yeah. But we don't have to go now, means also B. It's not necessary. When I say you mustn't go sightseeing right now, it means you mustn't. It's wrong, don't do that. So C. But if I say, yes, we have to, we need to, we must, we don't have enough time, here I mean it's necessary. Let's study this more, okay? Expressing obligation and prohibition. What do I mean with this? Here, students, I'm going to use what? Must and have to. Obligation. Okay? So, what's the difference between must and have to? Let's start with must. When I say must, of course, as any modal verb, I should have base form. Here, must expresses what? Personal obligation in the present or future. Okay? Like when I say, I must finish this by tonight. You have the verb finish in the base form, no ending. Okay, here, when I say I must finish this by tonight, this is, or the obligation here come from, comes from you. You feel with that, you say that, I say so. So this is personal. So what do we say? Personal, from you. I say so. I should finish. Okay? I say that. This is personal obligation. But the other one, have to, and the plus base form also expresses this way. Have to expresses what? Also obligation, but not personal, external. And also in the present and the future, but it's external, from other side, not from you, from the law. Okay? Like when I say, you have to drive on the left when you are in England. When you are in England, you have to. I didn't say must here, you have to. Because I didn't say that. It's not personal, it's the law. It's the government, it's the law, it's not me, something external, okay? And this is the difference between must and have to in obligation. Must, personal, have to, external, okay? Mustn't, when I say mustn't as a negative and base form, I express what? Prohibition in what? Present or future, yes. Like when I say, you mustn't park here. You mustn't park here. What did you understand from mustn't park here? You aren't allowed to do that. Okay? It's forbidden. You can't do that. Had to plus base form expresses obligation, but here in the past. Not like has to or have to before. Present or future, but had is in the past. Like when I say, when I was at school, I had to wake up at 7 o'clock every morning. Not now, in the past. So I choose or used had to, not have to, because it's in the past. Clear the difference? Let's go to something else. We finished the first group, obligation and prohibition. Now let's look to necessity and absence of necessity. Okay? Like when I say need to, okay, necessity, plus base form. Expresses what? Necessity in the present or in the future, of course, now or in the future. For example, I need to know how many people will be at the graduation. Okay? So it's important for me. I need to know that. Okay? But when I say don't need to, or don't have to, or needn't, plus base form. Look, we have different ways to make absence of necessity. I can say don't have to, or don't, or doesn't, or didn't need to, or needn't. I can use need as a as a helping verb, okay? And then the base form, of course. All of them express absence of necessity, whether in the present or in the future. For example, you don't have to call us again. What did you understand from this? You don't have to call us again. It's not necessary, not important. When I say he doesn't, here I choose does because he, the subject is he, singular, okay? So he doesn't, and in the present, he doesn't need to send his CV again. It's not important, not necessary, okay? Or you needn't worry. You needn't worry. I use it without to here. Here as a helping verb, okay? You make it negative by using it. Everything under control. You needn't worry, okay? It's not necessary. If I want to talk about the past, before we talk about present or future. Now, the past. How can I make it in the past? Needed. I put it in the past. Needed. To plus base form. Express necessity also, but in the past. Like when I say, we needed to buy some more bread. So, we went to the supermarket. We needed in the past. We went. If I want to make it negative and the absence of necessity in the past, also I'm saying didn't have to, didn't need to. I didn't have to, or I didn't need to pick up the children from school, okay? I didn't do that, no need for that, okay? This is the meaning, and this is the past, of course. Okay. Now, we talk about should and shouldn't plus base form. Usually, should and shouldn't give you advice, and ought to the same plus base form. When can I use should or shouldn't? Should or shouldn't? First uses, number one, to ask for or to give advice. Should I ask Linda to help me with this? Okay, advice. To express an opinion. He should be more careful when he drives. So this is my opinion. Or to make suggestion. You should go to the restaurant. It's very fantastic. It's fantastic. It's very beautiful, okay? You should go, or very nice. You should go to the restaurant. It's fantastic. So this is my opinion. This is suggestion. Or I want to give advice. Ought to and base form used, but instead it can be also used the same way like should. But, okay, the stronger one is should, and then ought to, okay? Of course, all these things here, students, should and ought to, and also had better. Now we talk about it. Had better. This is for advice. If we want to put order, we say had better is the first, number one in giving advice, then should, then ought to. Okay? So, had better plus base form, and the negative had better not. It's used why? To give strong advice. It's often expressed threat or warning, usually. It's stronger, as I have said, than should or ought to. So all of these words for advice. You'd better ask a doctor about that. This is advice, but it's stronger. Would rather plus base form. What did you understand from it? Preference about present or future. Usually followed by than. It's usually followed by than. Okay? Would rather mean it's better. I like that more than the other. Okay? For example, I'd rather stay at home. I like that more than going to the bank. Okay? So I'd rather stay at home. Stay at home than. So usually it comes with that. The negative is would rather not. This is if you want to make it negative. And had better not. Okay? What about possibility? We have two ways. Could, may, might, plus form express possibility in the present or in the future. No difference. I can say he could, may, or might be at home now, present and future. He could, he may, he might be at home. May not or might not, the possibility that something will not, the negative here, happen also in the present or future, and no difference. We may not or we might not go to the bank today. Must plus base form, here we say take something else. Deduction, if I want to know, to know what will happen. Okay, accord, what will be the result? We call it deduction. Must plus base form express what? Certainty that something is true. When I say, my parents must be at home now, I'm sure it's true. My parents must be at home now. But if I say, I'm not sure, I'm sure, but in the negative way, I will say can't. Plus base form expresses what? Belief that something is impossible to happen. Like when I say, he can't be serious, or you can't be serious, or my parents can't be at home now. It's not their time, you know? So positive must, negative can't. This is deduction. If I'm sure with positive sentence or negative sentence here, deduction. Okay? Now, you understood all these things. Let's look to the exercise. Try to use them. Okay? Which one is suitable according to what we studied now? I need, have to. I need, have to help my father fix the car. What? Of course, I have to help my father fix the car. Okay? Of course, if I use need, I need to, and it's not written also, okay? But number 2, you should or you shouldn't try to get at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep each night. What do you think? You should or you shouldn't? Of course, you should try to get at least from 6 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Number 3, I'd rather, this is the short form of I would rather, or I'd better, the short form of what? Had better. I'd rather, I'd better go hiking rather than stay at home at the weekend. What do you feel? It's advice or preference? I'd rather. Very good. It's rather. Why? Because we have also than. If you notice, rather than, and you like something more than the other. Okay? Number 4, I don't have to. I need to buy a new pair of boots because my old ones aren't any good. My old ones aren't any good. So what do you think? I don't have to or I need to? Of course, I need to. There's necessity. Yes, I need to buy new pair of boots because my old ones aren't any good. Number 5, Michael should or shouldn't play football until a doctor examines his knee. Of course, should. or shouldn't? Of course, as advice, shouldn't. We advise him shouldn't play until the doctor examines his knee, if he's good or not. You'd better or you mustn't. Okay, you'd better, you had better, the long form, or you'd better. Or you mustn't forget to bring me my book. What do you think? I have to study for the exam. So, you'd better or you mustn't? Of course, you mustn't forget to bring me my book. I have something important, okay? Because I have I want to study for the exam. Number 7, I had to or should ask John to give me a lift to work yesterday. Yes, okay, I had to. Okay, this is the past. Yes, number 8, yes, to the work because I need it. Number 8, we what or had better stop at fast food restaurant to get some food. Of course, had better, we'd better, okay, I'd advise, stop at fast food restaurant to get some food. We don't have, okay? Now, so we need food. Number 9, you don't need to, you mustn't worry about your test results. I'm sure you have passed. Do you remember the deduction? Okay, I'm sure. Okay, so you mustn't worry about it. Yes, the last one, number 10, you ought not to or you must speak to Fred like that. He broke the vase, but by mistake. He didn't want to do that. So you ought not to. I advise you not talk to him in this way, in this bad way. He didn't mean to do that. So this is in general the most important thing about the modal verb. So, and this is the end of our lesson today. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks a lot.